Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh,
everyone.
no, I should have checked my Wi-Fi before.
It's too late. She's a little
She's a
God, she's
girl.
choppy as hell.
She's
God.
I
choppy
might
as
have to leave and come back.
Oh my god.
See ya.
See ya,
Bye.
girl.
No, but she's hot. She's speed is good.
But you're choppy on our
No.
screen.
Girl. I don't know what to tell you, girl.
She's like a non-working animatronic. Yeah, there you go.
I blame Joe. You know I blame Joe, right?
I do too. Okay, here. I can come back, right?
Of course you can come back anytime you want.
No, once you're out, you're out, bitch.
Okay, y'all go. Y'all go. I'll be
Okay.
Y'all
back.
go off.
Well,
Okay.
this is a
So
perfect
funny.
time to announce to Miranda then, because Casey doesn't need to be here for this. RJ and I will be going back to New York for the first time since pre-COVID,
Pre-COVID.
over Thanksgiving.
You
Yes.
are?
Yeah,
we are doing it. Because guess what, girl? Because guess what? This is what
You're
happened.
seeing Sunset Boulevard.
It's on the list of potential options.
I hear great things. Okay.
It looks crazy.
It looks crazy.
It
she
looks
walks
nuts.
out a bloody
Fully
mess,
just
full,
gushing blood.
and everyone is like, "I don't remember this.
what? Part of the show.
What part of the show is
Yesterday, I got a text from our landlord, and
This is crazy.
it was a photo of a photocopy, and I was like, "What's going on?" And the letter said, hello, Adam and RJ. We are processing the return of your security deposit. Please, in the amount of your rent, please choose if you would like this credited to your next rent for November, so you owe nothing, or if you want a fully returned check to you. And so I first was like,
There she's.
I
crystal
texted
clear.
our
Look at
downstairs.
that.
I texted
Wow.
our downstairs neighbors, and I was like, "Did anyone else get a text from our landlord?" And they were like, "Yeah, we both did." And I was like, "Okay." So then I texted the landlord, and I was like, "Hi, just curious if this is like a sign of like things to come. Like, are you processing our security deposit returns because you're not going to renew it?" Like, I didn't know what the story was, because people do not normally just send your security
back your
deposit
security
back
deposit
to you.
while you're still
Randomly,
living
yeah.
here.
And so he was like, no, I feel very comfortable with you guys. So I'm just giving the security deposits back.
Well,
Now,
jokes on him.
I do jokes on him. We've torn this bitch
Oh,
up.
yeah.
But I will say, I think in Chicago, there is an ordinance that if you put a security deposit down, when they give it back to you, they owe interest on the security deposit for however long you held it.
Sure.
So I think it's just to avoid doing all
Yeah,
that.
he's like, and he owns a damn shoe store, so I think business is booming.
He's fine.
The girls are buying.
So
shoes.
anyway, I was like, well, then, girly, apply it to the rent so we don't owe rent for November.
Lovely.
So I was like, well, I guess we're going to New York for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Great. So you will be there on. Are you going to go to the parade?
No, we fly in on Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving.
We
Oh,
are
damn.
But
going
that
to.
is the weekend.
We're
where
gonna go to Gypsy.
Gypsy previews start because it's
You are. I'm sorry. One ticket is that rent. Where
Well-
is the saving of the money?
Shockingly, we found ticks that are like obviously nosebleeds, but of course it's Broadway nosebleeds,
It does not-
which are
oh my
still
God.
like
It doesn't
30
matter.
feet
Broadway
away.
nosebleeds. Yeah, it's like I'm right standing on top of Audra.
Okay, you're gonna see Gypsy. Are you going to see O'Mary?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have tickets?
No,
No,
we're
not
buying.
yet.
We just bought flights today, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
buy stuff today,
Cool.
tomorrow.
So why are you going?
They don't have to
'Cause
pay rent, girl.
Our
have
landlord
to pay
just
rent.
gave us back our deposit
Just
That's
for fun?
amazing.
just for fun. We
Just for
think it's
fun.
because so he doesn't have to accrue interest because that's a Chicago thing. Like they
Oh,
have to pay
hey.
interest if it.
I love
holds.
that.
So
Love
Are
that.
you gonna see anything else? Are you gonna see Death Becomes Her?
We can see no, because we saw it when
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
that's right, you
here in
saw it in
previews.
Chicago.
We're- Titanic.
They're done.
There were still tickets. So
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
There's
I
still
thought I
tickets.
know they extended to July. I guess I didn't check to see if they continued the extension.
I have there are 4 shows we can see total. We can see Friday, 2 Saturday, and 1 on Sunday because we fly back Monday. So Oh Mary, for sure, Gypsy for sure, and then I'm thinking, I'm looking at
Adam wrote the words "hour" and "town" on the text that he sent me today.
Miranda's
Adam,
gonna be
you
with
want
me
me
on
to-
that. I don't know what to tell you. Miranda's gonna
Adam,
be
you
with
want me
me.
to fly in for our town?
Here are the other 2 that I want to see. Miranda will fly out and join me in these. Our Town and Once Upon a Mattress.
Yeah.
She's going.
I would see, yeah. Mhm.
I would rather see Sutton in Once Upon a Mattress than Sutton in
Mar-
the
as
music
Mary
band.
in Peru.
Of all of the things that Sutton could be in, Once Upon a Mattress, though
Feels
granted,
right.
I would say 10 years ago feels
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
That's one thing. It's fine.
I
Yeah.
want to see Happy Mary Ending, the
Mhm.
one act musical that's adapted from Korea. That it's Darren Criss, which
I was gonna say they're all in. There was a Glee, and what's the other show? Reunion yesterday. A bunch of a Pitch
really?
Perfect reunion. Like
Oh,
Matthew was there and Skylar, what's his name from Pitch Perfect?
Skylar Aston.
Aston. Yeah, they were all out.
I would also not say no to Suffs, but it would really be very different depending on how the beginning of November happens.
shakes out.
That's valid. I feel like Suffs is
Do I want to
one-
slit my wrists while I'm in the theater? Or
Suffs is one that will absolutely come to Chicago, and I feel
A road
Oh,
tour.
sure.
Yeah.
it'll be fine on tour.
Yeah.
These other
Yeah.
ones, like, you need to see the names, you know?
Yeah.
We need to see Oh Mary.
You need to
Yeah.
see O'Mary.
I need to see, we need to
Gypsy,
see
you
Kit Connor and Rachel Zegler and Romeo and Juliet
That-
at Circle
yeah.
and Square.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I've heard great things.
I've heard great things.
It also looks crazy. I
There's
mean,
so many things.
her bed is
It's
bed is a lift.
it's literally
What else
Then he-
is on my list?
Anyway, it's very exciting. Can't believe we're going back. We're staying in Long Island City.
Oh, did you already book a hotel?
I already booked a hotel.
Okay.
You clearly didn't read my text. We're staying
you
east of
sent-
Roosevelt Island.
You sent the tech. You sent this one's pretty good, and so I was.
Oh no, it's booked.
No.
It's booked and blessed.
I
And
was
I
sick.
literally, I'm gonna say this. I was looking at hotels.
Because famously, hotels in New York is abysmal.
It's a nightmare
It's a nightmare.
situation. Looking
Yeah.
at hotels, found this one that I was like, this seems fine. This doesn't seem like this has fine, like good reviews.
It
Like
was a
couple
4-star
whatever.
hotel on.
It was a 4-star hotel. It's not out. It's exorbitant, right? And especially like we're going Thanksgiving week. I knew it was going to be more expensive anyway. So I was on Google Hotels or Google Travel, whatever the master
Google
site is
Travel.
or whatever. And then I was like, okay. And then it shows you all the options of websites you can buy the deals from, and it lists all of them. And then the cheapest one was this website called Adora, Adora.
Mhm.
And
Adora
it was
Delano.
like $160 cheaper than every other deal. And I literally had to go to Reddit and be like, is
You gotta go to
Adora
Reddit.
to be trusted?
Is it a
Can I
scam?
do this? And apparently it's like a subsidiary of Priceline, so it's fine.
Interesting.
But so I booked it through them. But they were like, but don't, like, if you're gonna do Adora, you make sure it's like set. That is what you
Yeah,
want
like
to do,
you are
because your
going.
customer service is a nightmare.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, great.
Casey, could you open the door for Cupcake, please? She's been.
she is
she's-
contemplating.
She is just staring at that
That's the-
door.
That's a closet. She ain't going in
Oh,
there.
that's a closet.
But she desperately wants to, and
Adam,
I would love
haven't-
that for her.
Have we learned nothing from our podcast and just life that you need to pay a little bit more for that security,
That's a
that
good point.
insurance?
That's
Well, that's what I said. That's why I was like, because I pulled 3 more places that I was gonna send to you, but I guess not.
Oh, really? Oh no, it's already booked. It's booked and blessed.
books and blessed.
Adam was very passionate at work today.
Oh, thank
I
you.
was extremely annoyed, so this happened on a whim.
Well,
And
Well,
I won't be speaking more on that currently.
That's how-
present
Online.
recording session.
God, that's why I had so much time to plan my wedding because I was working that desk job, and I was like, I hate my life.
I hate my life.
And if they're gonna make me glued to my chair, where if I, God forbid, get up from my computer, I'm gonna be on Pinterest, girl. Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
so
Do
be
it.
it. So be it.
We're doing it early today. We have a tight app because Miranda has to oversee and moderate tonight's Disney night at Dancing with the Stars.
I
so.
do. It's Disney night on Dancing with the Stars. And like I've said it before, I'll say it again. I am not incredibly passionate about this season, but there are some things like that's really annoying. Like Gen Z discovering Dancing with the Stars. It's like how Gen Z is also discovering now SNL. You know? And they're
yeah.
because Ariana was on.
like
Yeah.
Ariana, and then they're just like now learning what it is. They're learning what Dancing with the Stars is. And like they don't fully grasp a lot of the concepts.
Mhm.
Which is
SNL
really
is
annoying.
killing it this year.
SNL is
Yes.
they're back. Like it's so
In a big
good.
way.
In
Yeah.
a great way.
Yeah.
Like they're really doing the damn thing. It's so funny.
Did you see the one where I don't remember what his name is, but the one guy, they did like an interracial couple sketch from like the 60s, whatever, and he's saying, "Hey, soul sister."
Yeah.
I was crying. It was so stupid.
It's so stupid. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they're all so dumb, but they're all so funny. I don't know if it's like just hitting my humor lately. I don't know. But
I think that's just like what we need now. It's just like
I mean, the
just
TikTok
base.
parody, that's so
The TikToks
funny.
were
that
really
was
good.
so
that was
good.
and it was just like that was so much work for them to
Mhm.
do
Yeah.
all of those, like, and to do the little set designs and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now I've been singing "We Bring the Boom."
Boom.
Oh my God.
We bring the boom.
I was
to
like,
you.
I hate that I know every single
I know, I
reference
knew
that
all
they
of
are
them.
doing.
I
was
literally
like,
knew all of
that's
them. I was like, oh wow.
disgusting. What is
The
wrong
only one I
with
didn't,
me?
I figured out that it was Bethany Frankel, the one that Chloe was doing, but I don't know the what
What the reference was.
what Bethany's
Is she
doing.
mukbanging? Like, what is she
Yes.
doing now?
Bethany is
Jesus.
blocked on my TikTok. Like it's so obnoxious.
We won't have Bethany on the pod. We will have to say that
Yeah.
now. Sorry.
Sorry.
If
Sorry.
you're
We
will
listening
not.
for
Sorry to
Bethany.
Maddie, because I know Maddie's a housewife listener. Sorry.
And I don't mind Bethany on Housewives, but her TikTok is just probably the seventh circle of hell. Like it's
And I have blocked that. What is her name? Nara.
yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, Nara.
But she keeps getting she keeps popping up. And I'm like, how does TikTok just
because
remove
TikTok-
when
no,
I say
because
not
this is
interested?
the problem with TikTok, because here's the deal. People can stitch and then you'll
Right.
still see the
Mhm.
content, which is like, that's not how blocking works.
That's not how
Sweet-
blocking
sweet
You
Nara.
know who that was really bad for me? It was the Cacio e Pepe girl.
Oh.
Oh
yes.
my God. I was like, can everybody please stop talking about her? Because I don't want her anywhere near my
But then,
fleet.
like, the Cacio Pepe girl kept doing it, like, kept doing more,
Yeah.
but like just other messy foods. I'm like, what is this
I don't
turned
know
into?
what you're talking about.
Oh, she's the
Their
one.
whole thing was just them saying Cacio e Pepe, and then
And she
ate
like
cacio
eats and it's like sloppy,
Sloppy.
and oh,
Oh.
But see, that's the thing. When I do my eating videos, I'm not sloppy.
you're
I'm
not
like,
sloppy. No,
That's
of
not
course
true.
not.
This is
just like how I
No,
eat in real
he's got
life.
such manners.
He's so dainty.
Yeah,
He's so
dainty.
delicate.
Mhm.
Sweet boy. But no, so I'm Dancing with the Stars. The Gen Z girlies want Julianne Hough gone.
And I stand.
Yeah.
But I was like, do you not understand? We have never had a second host who interviews those contestants well. Everybody's like, bring back, what's her face?
Aaron.
And I was like, she was the
She was
exact
bad.
same.
Yes.
She was also trash. She also couldn't think on her feet. She also asked incredibly awkward questions. That's just you're just getting those same people.
The only correct answer is Leah Remini.
Leah Remini.
Because
Yeah.
she was like,
Yeah.
I don't care. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God, you guys were so good. Oh my God, I couldn't believe what I was watching. Okay,
Let's get judges
What
scores.
the
Let's get
judges
judges
say?
scores. Let's get judges
What did
scores.
the judges say? Exactly.
That's what we need.
No
No questions. Just someone
Yeah.
being like, "Oh my god, that was amazing. Let's get your scores."
Yeah. Just hype them up.
Yeah. Anyway.
Leah.
Leah.
I wanted to ask I wanted to leave space, because after last week's episode, all of that shit with like Disney pricing went down, and I don't know if we wanted to address.
Oh
Wait, have
my
we
god,
not
that was
talked about this
after.
on
It
pod?
happened. It literally happened
The
right
next day.
after.
It happened the next day.
Deep girlies.
Deep
Okay.
girlies.
All right,
my
I'm
God.
outta
Casey's
here.
gonna leave again.
Casey's like, you know what? I'm
restart her
joining.
Wi-Fi again.
Casey's gonna join Cupcake in the closet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
So the rumors are true because this was leaked. The photo, she's
Casey,
in
you're
the closet.
so stupid.
Get in there.
Get in
Get
there,
in
Casey.
there. She's out.
Wow.
She's out.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Welcome. It was leaked and it was confirmed that Disney will now have what they call Premier Pass, which other parks have. Basically, you pay a flat rate and you are able to go onto every attraction that offers Lightning Lane once. Now, some things to note, you can only do it at one park. If you have a park hopper ticket, it does not apply to the second park. It only applies to one park. But the prices range from like $129 per day, which would be like your Animal Kingdom day. And it could go all the way up to $449 at Magic Kingdom, which I would assume is like your Christmas Day, your New Year's Eve, your New Year's Day situation. Everybody on the internet shit their pants. Everybody, if you ask the internet, they were like, you just murdered my child. Like, that was the reaction we were getting from these people. Keep in mind, the Lightning Lane Single Pass and the Lightning Lane Multi Pass that are currently running, they're not going anywhere. The Premier Pass is just another option for people. But people were acting as if this was the only option that they would have from now on.
They're being held at gunpoint, yeah.
Absolutely. And it is only available for guests currently staying at deluxe Disney resorts and deluxe Disney villas, things like that. And it would be like purchased. You could also do it at Disneyland.
Well, the poors at All Stars can't afford it, so
Yeah,
fuck
so
them
who cares?
anyway.
Well, yeah, it's not available to them. They don't have that opportunity.
Right.
People are just all up in arms, and I totally get it. It's so expensive. Then don't fucking buy it. If it's so it does not affect you then.
Yeah.
And then people are like, well, the lightning lanes are just going to get longer. No, they're not. No, they are not.
Because is it just using up the same? Like, it would just take. I guess it's not like.
Well, they can go at any point during the day.
Yeah.
But I was like, the chances of all of these people who have purchased the Premier Pass at Magic Kingdom all going at the same time to one attraction.
To Seven Dwarfs
there's
Mine Train.
Truly no way.
Yeah.
I think it's a good option because I believe there is a certain demographic that would benefit from this. And that demographic is someone who maybe it's a family of 3 or a family of 4 who would like want to do a VIP tour, doesn't have the 10 people for a VIP tour, and maybe has a family that doesn't like the fast pace theme park life. So like a VIP tour, like when we did it, God, Casey, we were like hustling. Oh my God. We were like, we sat down for a quick service
No
meal
sleep.
and we had to be like,
No
it was
sleep.
truly no sleep. It was like bus.
Club. Another club.
Lightning Lane.
It was truly like, we're like, can we sit down and eat? Like, do we have time to do that? And even then we were like, okay, let's hurry up and eat.
Yeah.
Like this way, this family has the entire day. No, you can't rewrite things, but it's like, we didn't rewrite anything when we did a VIP tour.
No.
And no, you can't park hop. But again, like the park hopping, that's why you're going so fast is because you're trying to hit everything. And it's just not in it for some people. Like that's just not what some people want to do.
And it's really only going to be used probably, I mean, mostly at Magic Kingdom.
Mhm.
And then I think a good chunk of people will maybe do it for Hollywood just because of Star Wars and Toy Story Land.
Mhm.
I just can't see anyone really ever doing it at Animal Kingdom unless they just see the problem and they're going to throw money at it.
Right.
And then for Epcot, I don't feel like it's not, financially lucrative, as
Exactly.
well.
Yeah.
There's
So it's
nothing
like,
in Epcot.
it's not gonna, and also here's the thing.
Tell me.
It's,
What do you have on your finger?
Yeah,
I found it over here and I just
Okay.
played with it. Also, here's the other thing. It's, if you are an annual pass holder or someone that comes to the parks regularly, it does not affect you because if you have to ride every single time, there's something wrong with you. Like, it's, like you're not like, I like to go on certain things when I go to the parks, but I'm not like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't get to ride every 12 of these rides,
Mhm.
like,
was that a
calm
lot of it?
down.
Was it a lot of the pass holders?
Oh,
No, it was just
everybody.
Disney fans.
everyone.
I mean, it was just everybody. But I was
Can
like,
I argue in
oh no,
opposition of
please,
this,
no,
though?
please, because a lot of people will be listening to this and nobody will agree with me.
You're right. So many people will be listening to this. We are
Everyone is
huge.
listening to the
Everyone-
podcast.
Everyone's listening.
The only thing I think, not the only thing, I think there is like valid critique that I don't think it's going to help necessarily lightning lanes. I agree, not everybody's going to show up at the same time, but I think what works about maybe other parks that have a similar system, but they only just do that is just that. Like, now we're adding yet another group of people to go through the lightning lane instead, which only slows down the standby line more. I think my biggest argument about this whole situation is just that this decision does not come in a vacuum. It does not come without all of the other decisions that have come before it. And there is like a mental thing where it starts to feel like they are just trying to, and I understand, guys, I know the argument, it's a company and they're just trying to make their shareholders happy. I literally understand that. But at some point it does feel like, I don't know, other than the word gross, like I don't know how to like express, like it just feels like it used to feel more balanced to some extent. Like, of course it was expensive and
fair
of
and
course,
balanced.
yes, just like Fox News, our Miranda's beloved channel. Like it used to feel like it really was like, yes, it cost a lot of money to go, but it was so worth it because the experience itself wasn't diluted in any way. And I feel like with the lessening of experience, with the lessening of entertainment, with the like technical difficulties, with all of the like kind of conundrum, it just is another thing to add to being like, like that's the energy, is just like,
and I do feel
fine.
like that's where they shot themselves in the foot with this, because you have to pay already, and there are so many technical difficulties with what they created already.
Yes, yeah.
This is them trying to appease, again, a smaller portion, but they're trying to at least help a small portion of that because it is awful. I had clients at Magic Kingdom today, and like, things were going down. I had to shift their lightning lanes for them. I did offer to do that for them because I know them on a personal level, but I was
that's the service
they're
gonna get.
That's the service you get with Moments of Magic.
Yeah. I was like, is that right? Yes, it is. But it's like, it really, for especially people who do not know Disney, do not know what they're missing out on from the past. They're just going now for the first time. It's absurd. It's truly, it's so horrifying for new families to think about. Like, I don't even know what part of our brain that we store this information. And I'm like, I know it's like we're speaking in tongues to people. Because it doesn't make any sense. And I was like, I don't know why it makes sense. Like, it doesn't. But
it doesn't. It's just,
it doesn't
make sense. It's just the law.
Do you think that there are people that would pay for it and feel like it was not worth the cost that because I ran. Bitch, I was at work running numbers. They can tell you I was in the damn group chat running the numbers. And I was figuring out how much it would cost basically per attraction. And of course you can get it. I'm gonna leave Disneyland out of the equation currently because
we're not
Disneyland is its own business, is its own beast. But at the 4 parks in Florida, I was like, well, obviously you have these lightning lanes that you can use to get into attractions that are shows and or films, but those aren't necessarily things you would ever need to have a lightning lane for. They probably really shouldn't even have lightning lane entrances to begin with, but that's its own issue. So then I was like, okay, so let's just purely say like rides. Here's how much it is on average between the median of the two numbers and then like per attraction. And I just was like, I can't imagine feeling like Hollywood Studios is worth $30 a ride.
See,
I wanted to blow my brains out when I saw that.
Listen.
Yeah.
In a world where this is your once in a lifetime trip, I feel Hollywood Studios is the one park where every ride is worth $30 to skip the line, essentially. Granted, I know you don't skip the line fully with
no, yeah, that's fine.
But I do feel, because those lines are always on a busy Hollywood Studios day, those lines suck.
Yeah, because there's 8 rides
all
in
of
park.
them suck. But they're all like good rides. You've got Slinky, Minnie and Mickey, both Star Wars rides, Tower of Terror.
Ass.
Tots.
Oh no, Tots is a show. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I think Tots does have.
It does have a lightning entrance, of course.
Tower of Terror. Like, I do feel like on a busy day, like, God, when we were in Tokyo and we spent like $35 on whatever, and Jace's like, that's the best money I've ever spent, just so I don't have to stand in line with these people. Like,
but I guess my question is like, it then really does feel like there used to be, they were trying to get an audience that they would create memories and then they would come back. They would like be your lifetime guests now. Like that was always the goal. It felt like with old Disney it was like, yes, it was expensive, but there was still value enough that you could be like, I understand why I would want to join DVC. I would want to come back year after year. With this kind of energy, it's like, okay, I'm going to do it once, and then afterward, I'm gonna be like, well, that was a good trip, but I'm literally never doing that again because you know what I mean. Like it's just, it feels like the company has shifted its purpose, and for what I think is interesting is like, I feel like it's very short-sighted because the reason that like we had the boom of the 2020 or the 20 teens,
the boom.
That's what we do is because in the 90s, in the 80s and 90s, they had set the groundwork for people to get nostalgic about these parks in a very specific way because they had memories that kept happening. And so like if we get rid of that channel of being like, formulate your brain at a very specific point in park and you have great memories at Disney parks, and then it's like, well, we went once but we can never go again, you can't really get that same market back.
Totally agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I just think it's so silly.
It is so silly. No, it sucks. Like, please don't get me wrong. Like, I will never pay for that.
I will never do that.
I will never pay
be
that.
real here. But I do feel, again, like, but it's not affecting me,
right?
By existing.
And of course, Twitter hullabaloo is always going to be Twitter hullabaloo.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. How much, Miranda, on an average day, what would the minimum private tour cost? Like, we'll just say a random day that maybe you've priced out before.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
Because it's like a 7-hour minimum.
7-hour minimum. I haven't seen lower than like $450 lately.
Like $450 an hour?
Correct. So $3,150. Keep in mind, that's the base. You are supposed to tip your VIP tour guide. I did shock some people in a couple group chats this weekend. You are supposed to tip the VIP tour guides. 20%. That's a lot of money. That's a good gig, mama. Sign me up. Okay.
Yeah.
You are supposed to tip. And so keep that in mind. And that is in cash day of. So also keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Woof.
So
So
You doing
so
math.
if you were on the the least busy day and you had 10 people, you would approximately be paying $315 before your tip or whatever
Mhm.
each to go on this tour. And that's less than technically what this pass
would
is,
be,
right?
the
But-
for Magic Kingdom on peak days. Yeah.
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 But still, I mean, I
And
would
it's
rather
park hopping. And depending on your tour guide, sometimes they'll get you water, sometimes they'll get you snacks. Not every tour guide will. Keep that in mind. Not every tour guide
Mhm.
does that, but some tour guides offer, like, while you're on a ride, they're like, what do you
Go
want?
get
Water,
you.
soda, Gatorade? Like, I'll go
Mhm.
grab it. And then
Mhm.
they get it.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's like a pick or choose thing. I don't know why some of them do it and some of them don't.
Yeah, that's strange.
I bet it's probably like it's not something that they're actually trained to do, but some people just do it and then. But it feels like you should just be able to do it. Like,
Yeah.
Like, we don't pay for it when they do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also like, yeah, what are you doing while if the whole family's in a ride, you know?
A lot
Yeah.
of times they ride too.
A lot of times they ride too.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
If I was a VIP tour guide, I would be like, I'll see you guys after.
Yeah.
Bye.
I see some, but then you see the VIP tour guide that's pushing the stroller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's holding hands with the kids,
And like,
and the parents are just back there
I'm not-
having the best day of their
I'm
life
not
because
saying
they don't have
Premier
to do
Pass is
shit.
better than a VIP tour guide. I think
Right.
obviously you get the better bang for your buck with a guide because that's somebody who also like has an immense amount of knowledge.
Knows
about
what's
park.
going on. You can
And
talk
yeah,
to them.
You can talk to them. You can ask questions. Like they then help you with your park days in the future. Like you can
All the dads can talk to the tour guide being, well, I
Exactly.
heard that the Disney company is about to open.
I heard they're gonna get rid of Mickey
Frozen
Mouse.
Head,
Yeah.
like I'm not saying. I'm saying that it's a lot of hustle, and I think the Premier Pass is good for people who do not specifically like the hustle and bustle and like to be able to do things on their own. Like when I was like, do I do a VIP tour when I was playing Tour Guide Barbie at the end of September? And I was like, no, because that's just not how we do the parks.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that would have diminished their love of the day because what we
Right.
like to do is like, we like to do a ride. We stop for a snack. We stop for a drink. We stop and just chill. Like that's just how we roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't know. But yeah, so that happened last week. And then yeah, I think that was the big thing, right? Oh, they announced like Little
y'all were
Mermaid
stressing
show.
me out in those
Then they-
chats. They were.
Casey,
I was getting it from all sides.
All sides.
I
Getting it
know.
from
many
all my
chats.
chat.
That's when you know when it's like multiple people are talking. You know what I did, Casey? I did swipe right, mark as red, honey.
I was in it.
Well, can you see my okay? And here's a group chat question. Yeah, so like obviously I mute y'all so that I don't get the notifications. But
Mhm.
how do you mark as red?
Well, I mostly use the desktop one, so I probably when you right click it, you can click mark as
Yeah.
red.
Homegirl is not on desktop.
No,
I cannot be signed in on my work computer.
No,
On your work,
absolutely not.
absolutely not.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was like the first thing I did when I got my work laptop. I was like, how can I get messages off of here?
Yeah.
Get all of this out.
I don't even log into Apple. I'm not even on Apple ID,
Apple
on
ID.
my
Oh,
work
I
computer.
am.
You never know when Adam is going to send a stray Isabel falling down.
You
You never know.
when the
You
never
NSFM
know.
You never
will hit.
know.
Uh-huh.
When
You never
NSFM
know.
hit, NSFM hits.
Sharing my screen, and I
yeah.
get like a little notification. It's like in the group chat, she died.
In the group chat, she died. Adam sent a video. NSFM.
NSFM.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well,
Well, folks, I think it's time we go off.
I think it's
because
time to go
Miranda's
off.
gonna go on soon.
Yeah.
Miranda's
okay.
got to go on to the show.
Yeah, she has to
Yeah.
host. She has to ask the questions to everyone. She's taking over for
Mhm.
Julianne tonight.
That is me.
All right, it's time to go off.
I thought I had written something the other day.
This is our segment of the show where we go off about something or other. You know, we use this
Something.
opportunity to say what we feel.
Okay, I'll go first because
Oh.
I've got an easy one on deck. It kind
Ooh.
of goes in hand with the one I did a couple weeks ago.
Oh, she's ready to
Oh.
go. All right, Casey, it's time to go
Um,
oof.
Tell me why. Like the resellers for concert tickets are out of their dang minds. Like, and for the Sabrina concert, y'all have lost your mind. Yeah, I just don't understand it. Like the tickets, the cheapest ticket have been $325, $350, $375 for nosebleeds, for Miss Sab, for Miss Sabrina. And y'all need to quit it. Quit it. And I don't want to do it. And also, I would also just like to say, this isn't a go off, but my brakes on my car have decided are shot. And so I've been driving Joe's car all week. The guy's coming tomorrow morning to check on them. Why is my car always fucked up?
Always.
And always your car, girl.
And literally I drove my coworker home on Friday because we got to leave early and work from home the rest of the day because of some construction. And I'm like telling her in the parking garage, I'm like, I love my car. I don't have a car payment and blah blah blah, and nothing's wrong with it and blah 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 blah. And then halfway to her apartment, we get closer to her apartment, we get off the highway, and I'm like, what is that noise? And I'm like, it's my brakes. They're like,
it's my brakes.
It's my brakes, girl. So fingers crossed tomorrow that it is the quoted price they told me of $189 for the front and $180 for the back. Fingers crossed. Also, why do I have to get my car inspected? State inspection. I got to do that too. It's too much. And it doesn't work when I have to work from the office. I can't do any of this stuff.
Is it an emissions inspection?
No, it's like, well, it's an emissions test / like it's a full inspection. You pay $17.50. They do an inspection, and then they say you passed, and then you can do your registration. It's a whole Texas thing. It's dumb. But they are like stopping it for 2025, but I need it now to get my registration up to date. Having a car sucks, okay?
It does.
The car wash, the inspection, the brakes.
The O'Reilly's.
O'Reilly.
Auto Parts.
But all that to say, I am seeing Sabrina Carpenter next Monday. I did buy my ticket today. I found I've been stalking for weeks, and I found one, and Joe said, for your birthday, I'm getting you one ticket to go see Sabrina. So find the ticket you want and tell me. He goes, because they're too expensive to buy two. And I love to go to a concert alone.
You love
it.
You got yourself a seat, didn't you, girl?
Casey, you good?
You good, Casey?
Yeah, you got a seat. You're up there. Well, she's doing stadiums.
I think it might be a different clientele at the Sabrina concert from the Chapel concert, but
they're gonna be like, "Is your daughter here?
Where's your mom?
Where's your mom? Where's your parent?"
No, I'm the parent in this situation because all of the Sabrina Carpenter girlies are like literally
12.
18 at best.
Truly.
Well, you fit right in.
Yeah, I fit right in.
I fit right in. Yeah,
I fit right in. Okay, sorry. That was y'all talked the whole time. I needed to get all my stuff.
You needed to get it all out. My car, my Sab, my resale.
My resale.
Miranda, anything in your noggin?
God, I had something earlier this week and I guess I didn't write it down.
Miranda's go off is Adam needs to stop taking naps.
Right before we record.
What?
Why?
I
got up at 6.
I was going to say he was awake when we started.
Yeah.
He was on the couch just...
Yeah.
I don't have I don't know.
Let me put the mic back down.
Let's code the language. Let's use pseudonyms if we need to.
It's not really a go off, but I was walking Winnie earlier today. And why is it? And why do all boomers think that any bird that's not a robin is a past person in their life coming back as a sign? Do you not know this?
Cardinals.
what are you talking
Yes,
about?
they all think that
Anytime a
they're
boomer sees a
reincarnations of
cardinal or a blue jay or any like bird with color,
That's grandma.
essentially.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's grandma coming to say hello.
Mama, that's a
Uh-huh.
bird.
Hi, Mom. Like, no. I just thought of that today. I was walking because I saw a blue
So
jay. I was like, what a pretty blue jay. And I was on the phone with Jason. He was like, my mom would say that. And I was like, yes. Like, my mom would do the same thing too. Like, it's so many. I'm surprised Nan doesn't do it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
He
she
knows what I'm
believes
talking
they
about.
pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
She doesn't believe in
Uh-huh.
reincarnation.
These birds.
There's a whole Casey Musgrave song called Cardinal, and it's like, are you bringing me a message from the other side, Cardinal?
Why is
Like-
that like? Is it like
It's a
a
thing.
lore,
folklore
of some
It's
sort?
a
Yeah,
lore,
like
yeah. Uh-huh.
I've
But like
always
some
wondered
people,
that.
I've heard some people say about like butterflies, but it's always like, it's literally always someone being like, I saw a cardinal on the day that Grandma Moses died.
Yeah,
And so
it's always
now
that.
when I see a cardinal, I know it's grandma giving me a sign, which I think if that's comfort to you,
That's
then
lovely.
I think that's love.
And that's why I was
that's
like, I don't
lovely.
want to say it because, like, obviously,
That's
like
live.
with people's grief, they need to channel it into
You need-
something, and
yeah.
you need some sort of. But I always wondered that. I was like, why is that?
Yeah. See, and I like
It's also
but-
it's also always like something. It's a creature that flies.
It's always somebody who
Yes.
flies.
Right. Nobody's
Mhm.
ever gonna be like, I saw the rat run down the alley and I thought to
Yeah.
myself, Grandpa.
Oh, that
Grandpa.
squirrel that came up to attack Friedrich on the door. It's your grandma.
He's
Yeah.
still traumatized by that. to this
I'm
day.
still traumatized. I will never forget us just standing in your living room and watching this
Just
damn
watching.
squirrel in Albuquerque just
Da, 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 da,
flailing
and
on your
Friedrich
door.
just losing his mind.
You're just like, crazy.
yeah.
We
Squirrels
were
are-
watching something last night that had a BTS song in it, and I told Adam, was like, because we were listening to so much BTS like right before we left Florida, it like immediately transported me back.
It
So I was
just
like,
to Albuquerque.
Oh,
to
that's
Albuquerque, driving over to like fucking where's that Winter Garden like place with the brewery or
Uh-huh.
Plant Street
Yes,
Market,
yes.
Plant Street
driving
Market.
to
Plant Street Market.
picking up my burger fi. I was like,
Oh my god. PTSD.
Waiting for the Red Robin order that was never going to
that
come.
never came out. Oh my god,
Mhm.
that's
Wow.
crazy.
What a time.
What a
Did you
time.
hear what's the town starts with the CL nearby Orlando?
Claremont?
Claremont.
Claremont got a
Claremont.
swig.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh wow.
They would.
well, we'll
Claremont
visit in
sucks.
March. Well, we'll be there for a wedding, so we'll take a swig.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be in Claremont.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
drive down to Claremont. Up to Claremont?
Claremont.
Over?
Claremont.
Let's just say over.
We got
Over to
I think
Claremont.
Claremont,
If you
Florida
want to
is-
come, we can do our Vasey way, our
Vasey
our
way.
Casey way
When?
getaway.
In March?
I think it's spring break.
Hell no.
Oof.
The
the whole
say
month
dates
of
on
March
the-
is spring break.
Miranda, you can get a
That's true,
premiere
that's true.
pass. There's
Get a
no
premiere pass.
issues.
Yeah.
You know me. I love to ride all those rides every single
Ride
day.
those rides.
I
I
love
love to
riding
go
those
in all
rides.
the lightning lanes.
I love a lightning line.
Well, if you don't want to
moment.
go, then there's if you guys want to join our New York trip in Thanksgiving, leave your family like we did.
I know. Well, we host Thanksgiving.
You and Adam can watch Our Town together.
I literally would consider flying.
Just saying.
Also, Ragtime is opening.
Oh, I would see that. Casey, we could go to Margaritaville Town Square.
We could
Times
stay.
Square.
I would
We
cancel
could
my
stay.
res and we could stay at. I haven't paid yet, technically.
Hey,
Yeah.
now it's a
No.
business
That's
expense.
business expense.
Right.
Because imagine that cream puffs, honey. Ooh,
Oof.
immersive
The
cream puffs.
creamiest,
episode.
puffiest episode ever.
Get
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
I think
God.
there's
Outta
a cream for that.
Oh,
anyway.
A little
Adam,
Adam, why don't you go?
RJ,
Or
go ahead.
Adam, go ahead. Take it
RJ.
away, Adam.
I don't really have anything. I mean, I have something I'm annoyed
He has
about,
something,
but
but
I
he's not
actually
going to
can't
talk about it
on
on
in
him.
a
So,
live
You
situation.
so let's
signed an
end this
NDA.
now, so we tell Miranda before
Great.
she
Yeah.
Great. Nothing
Um,
bothering you? Okay.
Nothing bothering you. Mine is I had an event this weekend, and right before the event was a birthday party at the same place. So we couldn't set up like the theater, like the seats and everything until this birthday was done. They were supposed to be done at 5:30. Granted, they're Filipinos, so of course
Oh.
they'll take your
Oh.
time. 5:30 rolls in, and I walk in, and there is a bounce house in the middle of this ballroom, and I was like, I have to start setting up chairs and a speaker system and a projector. And they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll start taking them off." And as soon as I
know what I want to go off about.
I start like passive aggressively putting chairs in, and like it's a kid's birthday party, so the kids are all like running, and then I see them go to the kitchen and open Diet Mountain Dews, and I was like, no, they don't need this. I need to pop this damn bounce house.
Mhm.
Let's not do indoor bouncy
Yeah, I was
houses.
gonna say,
please.
No.
Surprised that was allowed.
Yeah.
Like, bounce houses are for outdoors only.
Outdoors only. So let's not do that.
Or on a cruise ship, they
Oh.
set them up there.
Okay,
The
Adam,
whole,
what's your...
the whole.
Oh, yes, the Incredibles thing.
It's like a whatever.
Yeah.
Now you know me. I'm a lover of local community theater. I had the chance of a lifetime to go to the first ever inaugural Filipino theater festival this past weekend.
RJ, why are you dragging us to this stuff?
I went on Friday.
Because I told him, like, they're making your favorite
RJ
adobo.
said, your favorite food will be served at this. And I said, well, I'll be in attendance. So I showed up. The evening was to start at 7:30. Now, I want to say one thing. This was to start at 7:30, run by a group of Filipino people. So, of course, it started at 7:45.
Absolutely.
Honestly, not bad.
Not bad, but it was expected.
Yeah.
So I get there at 7:10, and RJ comes up to me. He goes, "Oh, hey, here's the lineup for the night." He shows me a little piece of scratch paper with some writing scribbled upon it, and he said, "It's these 4 readings, then the intermission with dinner, and then there's 2 readings, and then a bathroom break, and then we're gonna do Dario's, which is the play that RJ was famously in last year. That was nominated for
one best play of 2023 by the Chicago Reader.
Bye.
And Adam was like, the whole play?
And I was like, oh,
one
wow.
act.
Okay, great. So I said to myself, 10-minute excerpts from these plays. We sit down. It begins at 7:45. Act 1 ends at 9:30. It was a full house. Did we ever count?
packed.
Did you ever get a count?
Yeah, I was going to say, what is a full house?
We were like, there was probably 60 people there. Maybe 70.
60 people who all then had to get in one line to go to one tray of food,
no.
which took a fair bit of time, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And of course, this could not have been expected, right? Like this was
we
not
were like
there. We were adding chairs.
20 people.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's lovely. That's
It was
great.
crazy. It was
It's
great.
very exciting.
Great for the community.
We all eat. Okay. Food was great. There was still rice when I got to the line. So
thank God.
He was like,
living.
if I was any later, I would not have been happy because I needed rice.
I needed rice. So food was great. Lovely pineapple beverage. Great.
Mhm.
A creamy garlic dressing
on a
salad.
salad.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah,
great.
it's great.
So good. We come in for Act 2. RJ at this point was like, okay, so we're just going to do the first half of Dario.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, I think
Executive
that's-
decision.
I think
We're
that's
just-
for the
yeah.
best. Act 2 starts, right? We'd finished Act 1 at 9:30. We start Act 2 basically at 10:05. And we end the evening at 11:15.
It was tough. Afterwards, I literally was like, yeah, I think I've learned what to change for next year.
And what would that be? What is your number one
Maybe
takeaway?
half of we selected 20 plays, and we probably will just do half of them. Because, like, even though we said 10 to 15 minutes, they were not following that.
Can I also suggest other things?
Yeah.
Reading out loud.
On the drive home was like,
Did you guys read
did
them
you guys
out
read
loud?
them? And he was like, well, we didn't have the actors till the day of. And I was like, totally understand. Community theater, we love.
Yeah.
We support. Did you, as a person who read these, read them out loud? And he was like, no. And I was
No.
like, that would have given some clarity and some insight into what
I think it was also like
the
because it was the first, like, we were like, let's get as much as we can.
Yeah.
I mean, they were
You
fun.
don't
I
wanna
enjoyed
down.
myself.
Yeah.
The alderwoman came.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. So
Now
learn
you know.
for next time.
Mhm.
You know,
And maybe start earlier too.
maybe start earlier.
And of course,
Yeah.
to be
First.
clear,
Yeah.
to be clear, most of the audience was Filipino or Filipino adjacent.
So no one was worried about how long it was taking.
that,
our
but also
start.
like I'm sure it was like really lovely to be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
I'm actually seeing 6 shows about my actual fucking culture, which I never see in this country.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
that was very cool. Everyone was very jazzed. By
A
the
lot-
time we even ended the night, it felt like people were like upset that you didn't finish.
I know
Dario.
that's what they were telling. I know, but I
Mhm.
was like, it's almost 11:30. We gotta close this out because there's a fucking birthday party tomorrow.
We gotta
Oh
get a
my
bounce
God.
house in here.
Yeah, you got a strike, babe.
I gotta strike. So yeah, but it was.
But
fun.
it was good. It was very good. And the fucking chicken adobo with the coconut. Oof, my god,
I know.
So Adam, please to go.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Adam. Thanks for supporting the arts.
Thanks for that feedback.
Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
the feedback. We'll
Yeah.
take that to
Thanks-
next year.
Thanks for the comp.
Thanks. You're welcome. Well, and look at that. A tied up. Miranda's got 2
Wow.
minutes before she turns on ABC or Hulu. Oh, no, Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney, please.
Don't forget, we've got 3 bonus episodes on the Close Friends, so make sure you check it out.
Did we decide what we're doing?
No,
Yeah,
there
did
was-
we
that's off pod.
That's off.
Oh,
That's
okay.
That's all fun.
Because you
Miranda's
guys,
gotta
I
go.
have watched all 6 episodes of
Wow.
Action. I watched it all on Friday night, thinking the whole season was out.
Did you get
And then
spooked?
it ended. I had your text up the entire time.
Just be like,
your times jump
time
scares,
stamps.
Adam, were correct. RJ's, yours were 2 seconds late. So, fuck you.
it's like, ah!
I was
Oh,
literally
there's
like,
one coming.
because I like kept pressing my arrow up so I had the time because I was like, okay, something's about to happen, and I was like looking, and I'd like type into my search on my text like ep 2, and I couldn't read it. No, RJ were delayed, so okay.
RJ was writing his app. He's like, okay, that just happened. So now as he's like, okay,
So now, like,
6:53.
okay, now
like
it
then
just
got
happened.
it. All right, yeah.
Mhm.
So
So don't forget, those are up there. We'll be talking about Agatha at some point. So,
yeah,
all right. Thanks, everyone. And don't forget to read the group chat and see you. And live from Hollywood,
it's Disney night on Dancing with the Stars.
Discovering voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can find us on Instagram at Did You Read the Pod and TikTok at Did You Read the Group Chat. You can also join the group chat on Facebook and the Discord server. Links on the episode details. The best way to support the show is by sharing the podcast to your friends and by leaving ratings and reviews. You can leave a 5-star rating on Spotify and a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and we'll read them on the show. Our theme, KK Cruisin' Lo-Fi, is by Closed on Sunday. Find their music on Spotify and YouTube as Closed on Sunday. See you next time, besties, and don't forget to read the group chat.